Okay, here we go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Freedom Revolution launch for Leah and her Healthy Living Revolution mission. We're pretty darn excited about this. Somebody's going to have to text me if I glitch because I'm looking at this script and I won't even know. Is that bad?
Let you know.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We gotcha.
Awesome. Okay, my name is Melanie Hurley, and I'm hosting tonight along with Mindy Bond and I think Megan, yes?
Cammy.
Tammy, I knew that.
Hey, it's me tonight.
So you can see how polished we are.
Couldn't even notice.
Okay, good. We are here to talk about some of the toxic concerns in our world and the solution to those. So, have you noticed what's been happening to health in our nation? So what I've noticed is that sick has become normal. So all the things I see going on, and honestly, all the things my friends are currently dying from, autoimmune diseases, cancer, and then there's a lot of infertility and so many things like that going on. And I feel like those have become normal, but I want to know what happened because it wasn't that way when I was growing up. So as we go on here, we have a solution to the toxic concerns in our world: finances, time, health, and well-being. And we need a way to keep families intact. And that's what I'm passionate about, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So welcome. Okay, so first I'm going to let you know that we've got some resources that are coming your way. We have really cool Facebook groups, which are online communities of other people who are also interested in health. So just know that those are there for you if you want. And then we have a really cool Healthy Living Revolution website that the person that invited you can send that to you after we're done tonight. We have cookbooks. We've got all sorts of cool stuff that we would love to share with you, just to thank you for coming tonight. So let's talk about nutrition, which is the foundation of good health. So we have to flood our bodies with the most important foods we could ever eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. Notice I said raw. Yikes. Time magazine a while ago reported that fruits and vegetables are not just good for you, they're actually so good for you that they can save your life. Wow. So fruits, veggies, and berries are actually critical to our health and well-being. We're supposed to, notice I said supposed to, eat a wide variety of 9 to 13 servings every day of fresh, raw fruits and veggies. But who does that? Who can even get fresh fruits and veggies in the Midwest in the winter? Because here we are in Chicago. We have snow, but not so much fruits and veggies, right? And I recently bought greens and noticed on the label that it said they'd been harvested 12 days earlier. So that's certainly not fresh. And then, you know, after you bring them home, it takes you a while to eat them, right? And so we're not eating fresh produce. And I just wonder, could that be why our country is not as healthy as it used to be? So the American Cancer Society spends millions of dollars on cancer research every year, and their conclusion is eat more fruits and veggies. They don't talk about medication or anything like that. It kind of blew me away when I saw their great big poster with fruits and veggies on it. That's their solution. Eat fruits and veggies. So half of your plate at every meal, including breakfast, is supposed to be filled with fresh, raw produce. That's at least 2.5 cups of produce every day that spans all the colors of the rainbow. And I say, holy cow, that's intimidating. That's hard, and I try. So that's just a little bit of an intro. And now I'm going to pass the baton to Mindy Bond, RN, CPN, a pediatric ER nurse who's going to explain Juice Plus and why it makes sense to her as a pediatric nurse. So take it away, Mindy.
Hey, thanks. So, we're supposed to eat all these fruits and vegetables. I don't. Oops. So, what do? Juice Plus is over 30 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It's non-GMO. It's NSF certified to be pure. It's like a salad bar in a capsule. I also call it my lazy juicing. So, this is what it is. I have fruit. I have veggies. I have berries. And I have omegas. And it's just a little capsule, and I take those, and it's amazing. But it's important to understand the process that the fruits and vegetables go through to be encapsulated or put into a chewable form, because they do make gummies for little people or big people who don't want to swallow capsules. The gummies are delicious. So first of all, the fruits and vegetables and berries are completely vine ripened. They remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed, because so much of the nutrition goes into a plant in the final days of ripening. So that greens mom was talking about just don't have as much nutrition when they were picked 12 days early. So then they're vine ripened, they're picked, the fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than juicing, because we use the whole entire food, including the peels and the leaves and the seeds whenever possible, because that provides so much more nutrition. For example, in an orange, up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. I don't know about you, but I don't really eat the orange peels at all ever. They're kind of gross. But they're so good for us. So then it's slowly dried at low temperatures, preserving all of the live nutrients, and then put into a capsule or chewable. And all of that sounds kind of ridiculous when I first heard it. But this is what I love about Juice Plus. It is scientifically proven. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world, with over 35 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals. These are like high-quality studies in high-quality journals, like the American Journal of the College of Cardiology. You can't buy or scam your way into these things. Like, they're legit. I love that it's a food and not a vitamin. It literally has a nutrition label on it. Can you see that? Yes. Because it's straight up food. And so the FDA puts a food label on it, which is the coolest. So it's the same label you'll see on a bag of frozen broccoli in the grocery store. Everybody acknowledges that it's just food. There's no warning label on it. It's safe for people of all ages, pregnant and nursing, moms, kids, elderly, professional athletes. Everybody can take it. This is what I used as my prenatal, and I know it's what Leah is using as her prenatal. And I just love knowing that baby was getting that stellar nutrition from the very beginning. It makes me feel really good. And I love that as a pediatric ER nurse, because I see overdoses on a regular basis when kids get into mom or grandma's medicine. And sometimes they're really sick. And so I love that I don't have to worry about this being around my daughter, who's a toddler now, because go for it. It's just fruit and vegetables. Then we also have the chocolate and vanilla complete, which is, these are the single serve guys. They are vegan and gluten-free, whole food protein, fiber, amino acids, and they hide all sorts of good vegetables in there too for you, like broccoli and alfalfa sprouts, because I don't eat those either. It's great as a quick breakfast. It's Leah's favorite breakfast. It's post-workout recovery. It's a healthy snack. It's what I'm going to go upstairs and make for dessert after this, because I have a sweet tooth and it's delicious. We also have our omega blend that is whole. It's the complete omega with all 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 that is vegan and plant-based. Somebody's really smart and figured out the fish get the omegas from the algae, and we could too. And it works fantastically. Oh my gosh, the stories from the omegas are amazing. And the research is too. The first research study is almost done. Yay. So We also have a 4-month program with a 10-day jumpstart called the Shred 10. Together, we shred foods and habits that are not serving us well and stay closely connected for support and encouragement. So feel free to check out shred10.com if you want to hear more about that. We also have the Tower Garden, which is the coolest, and I can grow food inside in my kitchen year round. We got to get it moved inside because it's snowing here. Boo. So that's kind of what we're about here. But then, as much as I love the science, I do really love the stories of how this nutrition is changing the lives of the people I love. So for me, I started taking Juice Plus 13 years ago now. I was in nursing school. I had watched my mom start taking it and have some really dramatic health changes the first winter of her whole life, healthy, no strep, anything, which was like a miracle. So I watched her starting to get better. I was in nursing school. I was sick all the time. I was tired all the time. I was living off of vending machine food, predominantly peanut M&Ms, which it turns out are not a sustainable source of nutrition, you guys. So just file that away. I tried. It doesn't work. They're delicious, but I didn't feel good. So I was overweight. I was unhappy. I was 20 years old and should have been at my best, but instead I was feeling like it was all downhill from there already at 20. Then I learned that food was actually fuel and not something you eat to just enjoy it. I realized the power of fruits and vegetables to give me the vibrant life I had only dreamed of. Started taking these magic beans, and now I've lost weight. I'm rarely sick. I feel awesome. I'm 33 and I feel better than I did at 20, which is crazy. I had a super healthy pregnancy and a super healthy baby girl, and I will never live another day without my magic beans. They're that amazing. So now Miss Cammie is going to share a little bit what these magic beans have done for her and her family.
Thank you. So I started Juice Plus almost 8 years ago at the age of 34. And I have a drastically different story than Mindy because I was actually bedridden with fibromyalgia and on 7 medications. And at 34 with an 11, 7, and 1-year-old, I thought this cannot be what my life's going to look like from now on, raising children. And it just so happened my husband got sick, and my friend was coming over to pick something up, and she was like, you have to get on this. You have to get on these capsules, put it in your grocery budget, figure it out, and get on them. And what I thought was normal was bedridden, taking 2 naps a day with the 1-year-old, turned into a drastic difference in lifestyle. And so I learned that what I thought was normal really isn't normal. And I also learned that when you feel better, you do better. And with the power of fruits and vegetables, I also learned that what Mindy said earlier about or was it one of the two, Mindy or Melanie said, they're not just good for you, they're life-saving. And so in the process of 8 years later, I've lost 55 pounds. I have taken 0 medications for about 5 to 6 years now. The healing that has happened has drastically changed my lifestyle, where I travel all the time and I get to homeschool my kids and live a very vibrant life versus where I came from. And so, like Mindy said, you can't pry them out of my hands. I will always take these. So, and I think we are going back to Melanie.
Awesome. Thank you. I love to hear the story. So now we're going to talk about the business community that we're also a part of, because most of us come in unsuspecting to how awesome this part's going to be, but it's been amazing. So we're going to talk about the Freedom Revolution, which is our business community. And the main mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. But it's also important to know that about 80% of Juice Plus is used by happy customers who have no affiliation with the company. And serving those customers are those of us who have partnered with the Juice Plus company as a business opportunity. We're paid well to do a lot of good. So as you listen to our stories, perhaps you'll think of someone in your life who may need to also hear what could be possible for them. But first, we're going to talk about two common questions that come up about the Juice Plus company. And I had these questions too. So how does it work? Number one, the business is open to anyone who's 18 years or older, and it's called a virtual franchise, and it's only $50 a year to own, which to me was pretty unbelievable. You have an online office and a personal website, so you can run your business from any device, anytime, anywhere, on the beach, in Starbucks, wherever. I love that part about it, and I've done that, you know. The beach is my favorite, not gonna lie.
Agreed.
I mean, run it anywhere. The days where I've run my business from the beach are definitely at the top of the list. Okay, now this is probably my favorite part though, is that we earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by word of mouth like we're doing right now, and the company does all of the rest. So first of all, I mean, I have a hard time flying by residual income and not saying, one of the guys in our business said, residual income is so magical that if you really understood what it was, you would like run into a brick wall to get it. Residual meaning it keeps coming every month. So I've had a season of some struggles, and while I was struggling, that paycheck kept coming in. That's pretty spectacular. So I just kind of have to stop and highlight that just a little bit. And I'd be glad to tell you more if you want to know more about that. But it's amazing. So the company doing the rest, what is the rest? They manufacture Juice Plus. They deliver it straight to the customer's door. They bill and collect from the customers, and they pay us by direct deposit monthly. Pretty cool. I kind of feel like I'm spoiled is the way I look at it. There's no inventory to keep, which was my husband's first question when I said, this is really cool, I want to do this. And he said, where are we going to put all that product? I'm like, there's not going to be any more product than there is right now on our shelves. How cool is that? So he said, okay, I'm in. And the only Juice Plus that's in our house is the Juice Plus that we're going to put in our own mouths. So that's pretty cool. All commission levels are permanent. I've never worked for another network marketing company, but I hear that's really different from others. There's no quotas, no minimums, and you have the freedom to choose your own individual pace. If you want to share it with people, you can share it with one person a year, one a day, one a month, whatever. It's up to you. And there's no glass ceiling on income, or there's no territorial restrictions or anything like that. The Juice Plus company is in over 20 countries, and I think they're about to add Mexico, which is cool. So we can meet people on airplanes and beaches and share Juice Plus with them, even if they're not from our country. Love that. Okay, so number two, what's so great about the Juice Plus company? That's our second question. Our company was formed nearly 50 years ago by our president and founder, Jay Martin, who's still at the helm today. Where do you even hear of that? So 50 years and he's still at it. We're privately held, debt-free, and a multi-billion-dollar company. And what that tells me, it's a really stable company. It's not going anywhere, and that makes me feel good. I know my paycheck's going to keep showing up. I like that. This is really unusual. At the top of the company, there's a family benefits package, including medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, and prescriptions, along with some tuition reimbursement, holiday bonus, and monthly expense allowance. And we don't even turn in receipts for that monthly expense allowance. I'm pretty crazy about that. So this business can produce short-term cash or be a long-term wealth-building retirement strategy if you want it to be. Oh, and by the way, not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving as well. And I really like this because I love to give. I really do. We've impacted over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus for children through the Children's Health Study. We're the title sponsor of the St. Jude Memphis Marathon Weekend. The company is highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club and the Volunteers of America. So let us know afterwards if you want to hear more about any one of those things that we're involved with and the difference we're making. So let's hear a few business stories. Let's see. It looks like me first.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on a roll.
I'm on a roll. Okay. So sometimes I like to call my business story True Confessions of a Pill Pusher. So when I signed an application and paid $50 14 years ago, I had no idea how my life was going to change. So 12 and a half years ago, I was, I guess it's I don't know. I was a homeschool mom of 3, and I was supposed to be happy at home with my kids because it's what I had always dreamed of. But I wasn't totally fulfilled, and I felt really guilty about that. Because honestly, I had been out in the world working before that, and I was hungering for community and purpose. And I wanted to be a part of something that was bigger than me. I wanted to leave the world knowing that I really, really made a difference. But I had no idea how to do that. Like, how do you just decide to do that one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my husband's teacher income paid the bills very nicely, but it wasn't leaving much room to have a lot of fun and travel at the level that we were dreaming of anyway. We were doing some of that, but not as much as we wanted to. And I also didn't feel great. In my 40s, I was feeling tired, heavy, lethargic, not at all experiencing the vibrant life that I'd always been dreaming of. So I realized that something had to change. It wasn't up to my husband or my kids to make me happy. I had to find a way to stay home with my kids while contributing to the family budget and impacting the world around me in an exciting and fulfilling way. Kind of a tall order, yes? How in the world was I going to do that? So Juice Plus totally changed my family's health picture, resolving thyroid issues, weight, asthma, joint pain, chronic sinus infections, and many other issues. And when I started sharing that with my friends and family, I realized that this was exactly what I had been missing, but I didn't know it. Here was a way to be in community with some of the most amazing people I had ever met while doing something truly meaningful and helping to provide for my family. So it was like checking off all the boxes of what I've been looking for. So now I'm impacting hundreds of lives every day while having a blast and making a lot of money. I have the satisfaction of knowing that there are a whole lot of people out there who will never know the diseases they did not get because they were taking Juice Plus. I can't know for sure what was prevented because our bodies don't send us a memo to say, yoo-hoo, hi, we prevented cancer today. We don't know that, do we? But I sure do know the joy of picking up the phone and hearing the stories of people who can hardly find the words to tell me how grateful they are for how Juice Plus has changed their family's health picture. So now, as far as finances, I can simultaneously pay for my son's college tuition at a private school and provide for us in my husband's retirement and do all of this with total confidence. So I signed an application, paid $50, gained an income, a purpose, a community, and a family. Pretty sweet deal, huh? So Mindy, we'd like to hear from you.
All right. So I watched all of that happen, and I always swore I was never going to be one of those people. It wasn't happening. Never, ever. Nope. And so I watched her do this and love it, and I was so happy for her. And I always turned down her very kind invitations to join her in the business. I looked at my and I was a pediatric nurse, and I was not going to be one of those people. Then I added a boyfriend, and I discovered that it was really a bummer to work opposite hours of him because he worked business hours and I worked PM shift at the hospital. So I started doing the business, right? Nope. I switched departments at the hospital and found myself some better hours. Problem solved, right? Then he became a husband, and he decided he was going to do the business and I should do it with him. So then I joined the business, right? Nope.
You're cracking me up.
I said, you go for it. I'm happy for you. That's great. Not doing it. So he started doing it. Then we added a baby. And then I realized I wanted to be the one home loving her. I don't want to spend my days taking care of other people's sick babies and leave my baby with somebody else. I've discovered that prevention is way more fun than fixing broken people in the ER, because so much of what we see every day could be prevented if people knew better and could do better, but they just don't. And the fact that I can stay home and build this income with my little girl on my lap is amazing. So now my residual income pays half our mortgage, and that's just the beginning. And I've cut down my hours at the hospital, and that's going to continue to trend that way. And it's just an absolute joy to save lives and be home with my little girl. So I'm going to let Mom wrap us up.
That's awesome. I love being in partnership. The family business is really cool, y'all.
It is.
So I want to thank you again for joining us. Whether you're listening live or you listen to the recording later, we're grateful that you would take the time to do that and to support Leah. We bring to you tonight a story of hope, healing, vibrancy. And this product is so unique and so high quality, and it attracts a very high quality person. And this business model is a perfect one to share this amazing product with the world, really. So as a team, we are fighting against normal. It's normal to be so sick as a nation, and even the doctors need to understand that. No, we say heck no to that. It's not normal. Our world thinks it's normal, but it's not. We are building a team of powerful men and women to change the health of the nation. We actually believe we can do that. We are keeping families intact, and we're doing it one family at a time. It's the most exciting thing I've ever been a part of. And in the process of doing this, I have become completely and totally addicted to human transformation. It is the coolest thing ever. So we want you to know there's 3 ways that you can join our mission if you're liking what you hear. First, you can click on the website, at Leah's website, and be a preferred customer. And your Juice Plus will ship right to your house. It will come every 4 months, and you'll be receiving our preferred customer pricing. Piece of cake. The second thing is that the president and founder of our company set up a foundation called Healthy Starts for Families, where a child ages 4 through full-time college student can receive free product for up to 4 full years when their parent or any sponsoring adult takes Juice Plus. So ask Leah about that if you're interested. And then the third way that you can join us is that you can become one of our healthy living partners. You just get 2 other people to try the product with you, and in return you have the privilege to purchase Juice Plus at non-retail pricing and receive a 6% discount on top of that for life. So we hope, having listened to all this, that you'll ask yourself, who do I know that needs to hear about this and what part of it? What if Juice Plus could help them in some of the ways that we've described that it has helped us? And if you do think of someone, we would love for you to invite them to an event like this. Or we have live ones too, if you're local to us. So after we are done, Leah's going to send you the link to our Healthy Living Revolutions website so you can check that out. And we just want to say congrats to Leah. We're so excited for you, and this has just been a total blast to hang out together. So, Leah, do you have any final thoughts for your friends?
I guess, well, if I start now, I could probably go for a while. So I just want to thank my friends for being here tonight and supporting me, and just listening to what we had to share, and just getting me going on this mission of healthy living and supporting my business. So thank you all.
Yay. Thanks, everybody, and have a great night.
Bye.